Oh, really? Okay.
You ready for this?
Not going to the event. That's cool. Hey, yo, hey.
Hello.
So here we are. Sip of Solidarity,
We're excited.
episode 1.
You might be a little too excited.
We are very excited. I've been thinking about it all day, more than all day, but especially all day.
Yeah, and shopping for it all day.
Yes.
Loved mine.
Because you saw the letterboard, Hobby Lobby, today.
They're fun. They're fun.
And hot pink clipboards.
So
today.
thank you everyone for joining. Like, I'm excited for this. I'm gonna tell. So today's kind of gonna be just a little bit about who we are and what we're doing and all that. But we've got a lot of exciting things coming up the next couple weeks.
Yes, I'm so excited. So let's start with who the heck are we?
Yeah.
Who are you?
So I'm Danielle Valentine. I was the co-host on 330 To Go, and then decided that we needed a little women's show on our own of the network. So I'm a recently divorced single mom, 2 kids, Carter and Olivia. I also have 2 polka dotted dogs that are really my babies too. Employee status, I like to say I pet dogs and sell bags for a living.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah. So realistically, I actually have a bachelor's in business, a bachelor's in marketing, and am a vet technician. So I worked for 9 years in the corporate world doing HR after I got my MBA, and then I decided I wanted to be home with my kids. So during that time, I opened Wags to Whiskers Inn, which is an in-home pet care service. That's where I pet dogs. That's all I do. Pet dogs. Love it. So it's a great alternative to the kennel environment. We take dogs into our personal home and give them some love. And 3 years ago, I started my adventure with 31, and now I lead a team of 106, and I get the opportunity to take free vacations and lead awesome people.
I'm always looking at your trips like, whoa. Also, put your wine glass over here because it looks like I'm the only one with wine. That's rude.
No,
Okay.
that's rude.
Keep going.
So, all right. So I wanted to share 3 fun facts.
Yes.
So you're going to learn a lot about us on this show. Basically, just kind of, we're going to come to you weekly and just talk about some topics and tell you kind of our views on things. But wanted to share with you 3 fun facts about me. So I grew up in Copley and don't like change very much when it comes to my habitat. I guess you could say that. So I bought my first house 2 doors down from the one I live in and then bought the one right next door. So I've lived on my entire street for 32 years.
That's so weird. Like, her grandma lives nearby and her brother, like, everybody. It's like
we all live on the same street. So
when
you
all related.
When you need butter or sugar, you're good to go. Like, if you're ever baking, which I don't bake, so I haven't ran into that problem yet. I'm still holding on to my dream of marrying Aaron Carter. So blonde hair, blue eyes, like, you know, in sync with Nick Carter's brother. Like,
I mean, there's still time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now is like prime time. Like, I'm just recently going to be entering the dating ropes. If anybody has his phone number and wants to like drop it in the comments, it's time.
Yes, help a sister out. In solidarity.
In solidarity. And he's old enough now. Like, we're both legal now, so it would work. I also, if you know me at all, I love to celebrate anything. I will make up holidays to just get you at my house and feed you. So this is how I share. Love is just by feeding you.
I love it. And that's why we're in your house.
I know.
Because she feeds me sometimes.
And they walked in, and there's a bunch of food, so we're good to go.
Yeah. All right, so I'm Amy Houston. I am married to the lovely Andrew Houston, who's watching. Hey, babe. Also have 2 sons, Nathan and Noah. They are 7 and just about to turn 9, so that's super exciting. And professionally, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm the co-founder of Kome, which is an app that allows parents to swap free babysitting with each other. You're welcome. It's pretty awesome.
I've used this quite often.
Yeah, I also just can't help but always be dabbling in things. So something about me is that I always have my hands in too many pots. And so I also bake cake pops. They are the best in town, so just hit me up if you need some cake pops. I'm working with a couple different other entrepreneurs in the area, helping them grow their businesses. Most excitingly right now, it's Human Unlimited. I'm sporting one of their shirts. So
love it.
Check it out. So yeah, I'm just always building new things and doing
always
stuff.
hustling. That's what my shirt says.
Always
Try
hustling.
hustle and repeat.
I need that shirt. Yeah. So my 3 fun facts. 1, I am a absolute bachelorette fan. Not even in the closet. Like, I am way out there Bachelor and Bachelorette
She's got the
fans.
blinking neon sign when it's airing in front of her house.
No, but I do have a tank top that says Wine, Bachelor, and Yoga Pants, and that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, and if anyone just saw who was announced as the next Bachelorette, Hannah Beast.
We are going to have a lot to talk about that because she drives me nuts.
A lot. In fact, fun fact of my fact number 1
Okay.
is that
We're like tearing down.
right. So my husband was researching. Yes, he watches this with me, and he's not embarrassed. It's okay. So he was researching this, like, why in the world did they pick her? Right? For any of you that are fans,
I think they picked her for the reality TV because
they absolutely did. One of the producers said that in her tapes, she referred to herself as a hot mess. And then they saw her on the show, and they're like, she actually is a hot mess.
Yes.
And they said,
100%.
we've never actually had a bachelor or bachelorette that defined themselves as a hot mess and was. So why don't we give it a shot?
At least she's authentic. Maybe we should have her on the show.
She's authentic. We should have her on the
she
show.
She is horrible. Absolutely
Send
horrible.
this to. Well, now she's not going to want to be on the show.
Maybe not. Sorry.
She's not
Please
horrible.
come to our show, and then we can. Are we allowed to use the word bash? Are we going that authentic?
I don't know.
Moving on.
But she can't make full sentences. It's a true story. Okay, second fun fact. I promise these two are quicker. I have an irrational fear of whales. Like, I'm legit afraid of whales.
When do you see whales?
On TV, I get anxious. I get
On
really upset.
TV, you get anxious.
Yep. Very upset about it.
What do you think they're going to do? Drown you with their
I don't like their
blowhole?
sheer size. Like, they're going to eat me. I don't like that I could be swallowed whole and still be alive.
I have so much to say right now.
It's real.
I'm not going to do this.
And then I thought, in the spirit of authenticity, and just because you're
Guys,
going,
I need a stuffed whale. Anybody around?
no, especially if it's life size or even like close to life
Nice
size.
whale. Yeah, we're
No.
ready.
My third fun fact, which is less fun but very authentic, and because you guys are going to get to know this about me, is that I struggle with anxiety, and that is like a real thing in my life. I take medicine for it. I'm not ashamed, and I think less people should be ashamed. And I have a little tattoo to remind me of it.
Oh, I saw that.
It's a less than sign, but for those that can see it, I know it's really little. It reminds me that my realities can sometimes be sky high. Or wait, my dreams can be sky high. My realities can be at the bottom of the bucket. And I can choose to fill the space in between with my anxiety or my God. So
Awesome.
try to remember to
Awesome.
fill it with God. And a little bit of wine.
Yeah. So, that's so fun. Whale.
So that's us.
Guys, whale.
Yeah. So here's the next question is, why are we qualified to have a podcast?
Qualified?
We're not
We're
qualified.
not qualified at all.
That's the beautiful thing. I mean,
I've done a little
qualified?
podcast, but have you seen them? I work alongside of Hank. How qualified are you
Right.
to do that?
Like, no one is qualified to do a podcast. And so that is one of the reasons we are doing it, because we want to be very authentic. We want to have real conversations with real people. Just
Really, just kind of, we're gonna have people on here, just kind of talking and just telling us about life, like, and that kind of like leads us where, like, one of our whole purpose of this podcast is kind of to just share our stories. On social media, there's so much. Come on, let's be real. On social media, on Facebook, everybody looks like they have rainbows and unicorns.
I've got rainbows and unicorns. What are you talking about? I do have rainbows and unicorns.
The only rainbows and unicorns I have are stuffed up in my little girl's room. Like, let's be real.
I don't have a little girl, so I don't have any stuffed ones.
I have a lot.
Sad.
So, really, we want to bring women together in this podcast and just, with everything on social media and everything in life, there's a whole bunch of shame. And I feel like I'm always in competition with this mom who had the best treat to bring to their Halloween party or their Valentine party, and I went and bought ring pops because I was too busy to make cake pops too. Like, not going to happen.
Just buy those cake pops from me next time.
Yeah, because it's not going to happen. So basically, what our whole purpose of this show is just kind of laying it out on the table, telling what we are, who we are, and just being real.
Yeah, and bringing other guests on that are going to do the same thing. And I think that we really, as women, can feel like we're different from everybody else and that our problems are isolated to ourselves.
Yeah.
And it's such a lie. It's such a lie. Like, there's so much you don't see on the other side of the screen. So being an entrepreneur and doing Kome, like my social media looks like I live a very glamorous life. And I don't want to undermine the experiences I've gotten to have. They are incredible.
Definitely.
Like I've had very exciting, fun experiences. But you also don't see the hard things, and you surely don't see what I'm doing to make up for the gaps, right? So someone said to me once, like, how do you do it all? I'm like, I don't do it all. Someone cleans my house.
Yeah. And that's
embarrassing, but not embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed anymore. I used to be, though.
No, I'm not embarrassed at all. And that's kind of where this idea of this show came from. So we had been dabbling a little bit about starting a podcast and what we were wanting to do with that. And, there's so many women podcasts out. And during this last 6 months of my transition in life, at the very beginning, so many people came to me and were like, you have the greatest marriage. Your kids are awesome. Like, your house is beautiful. You always have your stuff together. In the back of my head, I'm going, I don't even know if I fed my kids yesterday dinner. Like,
I've forgotten before.
Like, there are times where it is 8:30 at night, and they're like, Mom, I'm hungry. And I'm like, but you ate dinner. And they're like, no, you didn't. So I don't have it all together. But on social media, sometimes it may seem like that. Or, when you see me out in the store, or I may look like I have it all together, you're not seeing the ugly truth. And let's be real. That's all of us women. We all have this underlining of life. Like, we can't be perfect. We're not holding it all together. And it took somebody to constantly, be, how do you do it all? I look up to you. I do this. I'm just as real as everyone else.
Yeah.
Everyone
is failing at something.
Yeah.
Is what I always like to say.
And just to admit, like, the other day, Carter had a party at school. I definitely bought the Rice Krispie treats, opened them out of the package, and put them on a plate. And yeah, I pretended I made them. And I'm not ashamed of that.
That's amazing.
At all. Not at all.
Amazing. I just love that you unwrapped. I mean, that was love.
I unwrapped them. I feel like I kind of homemade them because I physically touched each and every one of them. Does that count? Can I count that?
Totally.
You home unwrapped them. I home unwrapped them.
Good job.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, all y'all, we have an iPad here in front of us. So if you are watching this live, we want you guys to be commenting, and we will watch these comments. We will reply to these comments. And we want to get to know you because we really, that's the authenticity here. We want to get to know our audience. We want to get to know people watching us. And again, with those guests that we're going to be bringing on the show, we're going to be talking about things from multiple views.
Oh, yeah.
And one reason that we named this a Sip of Solidarity is because at the end of the day, we might have different views, but we're not all that much different from each other. And we want to end every conversation with a cheers.
Yes.
To sisterhood and solidarity.
Yeah.
So that's really what we're
where our
looking
name
to
came from.
do here.
And also, we're going to be looking for a lot of show topics, and we want to have a wide range of people on. So please feel free to message us your ideas, message us what you're wanting to see, what you're wanting to experience in this, because it is going to be an experience that we want you guys to be involved in.
Yeah. So what can they expect from us, Danielle?
Oh, wow, we've already went.
Will there be shame?
No, there's no shame here.
No shame.
If you unwrap your Rice Krispie treats, I'm going to support you.
I don't know. The only way I
might
add
M&Ms
shame you is if you try to tell me you are perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Lies.
All lies.
We want you guys to discover your value.
Your worth and your value.
Yeah. Like, we're all different, but we're all made in a unique way to bring value to life. We want to make you laugh.
We may make you laugh. Yes. Laughter is what makes life. Like, if I couldn't laugh at myself, I would not be here anymore. Like,
I would cry all day.
There are times that you just have to laugh because life just,
Speaking of laughing, I just have to share this little story. I have a friend this morning that messaged me, and she's like, I got my keys locked in my car. Can you even believe it? We had this whole conversation about her locking her keys in her car. 45 minutes passes, and I send her a Marco Polo. If you don't have that app, you should. It's awesome.
And you should Marco Polo us because we just love it.
Yeah, that'd be so much fun. Okay, so I Marco Polo her, and I'm like, guess who locked herself out of her house and her car? Me. And we just had a laugh about it because, like, we legit both locked ourselves out of our cars.
Yeah.
The same day, the same morning.
That's funny. You want to know what I did earlier today?
Did you lock yourself out of your car?
No.
Oh, my gosh, I would have died.
No, it's even better than that. So my car has an automatic push-button start. So I automatically started my car to heat up this morning like I always do. And then I emptied my car out. So I have a work bag. Again, I cell 31, so I have like a
You have
tote and a purse.
All the bags.
I have all the bags.
All the bags.
I am the bag lady. I can tell you that is one thing that I can be authentic about. I always have a cute bag that is in style. So I unloaded my car completely, just took my little purse back in the car because it was heating up. Left, went to Home Goods, shut off my car, went into Home Goods to go shopping, came back out and tried to start my car. Guess where that key was? In the tote. So my car wouldn't start because the key wasn't there. So push button.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to like call a friend to come back to the house to get the key to bring it to me because I couldn't even leave the parking lot. So
Moral of the story, no one should be driving cars today, apparently.
obviously it's a bad day.
Yeah.
We didn't rehearse that. I had no idea.
That's weird. That's
Yeah.
really weird, and I like
Today's
it.
a bad key day.
We also want the show to empower women, and we hesitated to even
It's a
put that
buzzword.
in the notes because it's such a buzzword, and like, oh, I want to be empowered.
Everybody's always about, let's empower women, let's build them up. And that is what we want to do, but empowering women doesn't have to be like, go do it. Let's, all excitement. It can be just, I fed my kid Captain Crunch for dinner last night, and they're alive.
Yeah, and we're gonna celebrate that because this show is gonna be about
Celebrating. I told you I love to celebrate.
Yeah, like our 3 words are what? Entertain, encourage,
And celebrate. So that's what we're going to do, and that's what we promise to bring to you each and every week. Also, we want you to feel welcome. So I do have, this is in my home. We can have people for a live audience. We want you to feel welcome to give us ideas, suggestions of what you want to see. We want you to comment. We want you to be just involved in the show as we are.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh.
So, what kinds of things are we going to talk about?
So we do have our first couple of shows already on, the record and kind of what we're going to do. So we're going to be covering a little bit of everything from parenting to business, emotional health,
To The Bachelor? Because, I mean,
and The Bachelorette.
yeah, because that's the next season, and I've got opinions.
She's got a lot of opinions on
We might even talk a little bit about some, like, Disney princesses.
Mhm.
That's definitely on its way.
And we have some fun guests for that as well. 'Cause Who
Yeah.
doesn't love them? Some Disney princesses.
That episode is at the end of May, and let me just say, I cannot wait. But we're going to start it off a little bit lighter. So today, obviously, talking just about what we're doing, why we're doing it, encouraging you guys to share and tell people about this podcast.
Yeah.
We'll do a couple more light episodes, then we'll start getting into the serious stuff. But
And, I keep saying I love celebrating, so there's going to be prizes. I
There will
love
be
giving
prizes.
things away for free. So we already have our first couple giveaways, and stay tuned for how you can win those, but know that you're to invite your friends. We want to impact as many women as we can in this, and help them find the value, the worth, and be part of our conversation. So stay tuned and watching that.
And next week, I'm particularly excited because, you guys, we've talked here about wine a lot. As you saw on our Facebook, we're called a Sip of Solidarity. We've both got a box.
Yeah. And I actually can drink this, so you're going to learn
Yeah.
something. I am, what do we call it? A wine snob.
You're a wine hardly likes anything.
Yes. So I'm drinking this. It's actually not my thing.
She said, get me a sweet wine.
I
I got a Riesling, and it's not sweet enough. If
Not
you're
sweet enough. I feel
watching
like
this and you like real wine, like red wine, that's real wine.
I thought
Please
we weren't
comment
shaming.
and tell her that
I thought we weren't
Riesling-
shaming. I feel shamed right now of my wine tasting.
That's fair, but tell her that Riesling is sweet.
Riesling is not sweet.
It
So
is
I'm more,
so sweet.
I'm more of a Moscato girl. I'm very picky with my Wolf Creek.
Moscato does not come in boxes. If it does, will someone drop a link?
Please,
We got to find it for her.
you will get a prize if you give me a box of Moscato.
So, but I want to say why
Yes,
wine, okay? Because some people are like, why wine? Because there's just something about setting a glass of wine.
Yeah, and I feel like it's a bad name. Like I need this glass of
No,
wine.
I don't need it.
It's
But I
still-
like it.
It's all about celebrating. I made it through the day. Both of my children are still alive.
We all found our keys.
We found our keys and got our car started.
Yeah.
And my house did not burn down. I'm celebrating.
This is true. But it's also just about like leveling the playing field between people, right? Like there's something about setting a glass of wine or a bottle of beer or a cup of coffee or just a really good meal, as Danielle likes to share meals. There's something
If
about...
I love you, I will try to feed you, just so you know. My
Yeah.
love language.
By the way, side note, we're getting some comments finally here.
Look
and
at Melinda.
you know what they have to say? Red wine all day, Riesling is sweet. Just saying. Who's right and
Melinda,
who's wrong?
come on now.
We're only allowed to shame between us. We won't shame our guests or you guys. Let's just be real. But anyways, there's something about community that is
Yeah.
brought in by sharing a drink or sharing food together. And so that is why we're going to have wine every week and just join over a glass of wine and celebrate and
Yeah.
encourage and entertain and all those things.
Empower. So gotta
Empower. It's got to be in there.
It's gotta be in there in that
Fuzzy or
biz
not.
word. Shh, you're not really here. We're shaming the guy that's in the room because this is a women's only show.
Yeah, but he's helping with our recording. So it's okay.
So we are just excited, and it might not always be wine. I live on coffee and M&Ms. If it's at one of those days, you'll see me with coffee and M&Ms. But
next to her wine glass.
sometimes in my wine glass.
Yeah.
I read actually an article. Oh, I should share it. It might be shared. It was called "How Do You Know Which Type of Wine You Like to the Coffee You Drink."
Interesting.
Yeah, and it compared it. So if
Oh,
you like
wait.
this wine, this is how you'll like your coffee. And it had to do with and we have a show, part of the network, called The Hop and the Bean. And I can't drink beer. I'm just not a real big beer drinker, but he can specifically tell me what beers I'll like. So this article tells you what wine you will like to how you take your coffee.
I really want to see that because I like my coffee very sweet, but I like my wine very dry.
So I like my creamer with a little coffee.
Right, me too.
Is how I drink it.
But I don't like, that's not wine.
This is sugar water. That's grape juice.
With lots of sugar.
Moving on. I feel shamed.
You're right. I'm such a jerk.
So our promise to you, kind of what we're going to bring to you. What do we bring into them? What do we promise?
We will always be real and authentic, even if I accidentally shame Danielle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And that's the thing. We understand that, we might be on here laughing and joking and having fun, but we have those days where, we don't want to get out of bed and we're in our dumps or we lock our keys in our car or we just don't even bring the key with the car. I mean, it would have been better if the key was in the car, but so
That's true. You
I didn't even
locked
have
yours
the key.
out of the car.
thank goodness my mother.
My mother-in-law saved me. Yep. She
So-
got out of bed at 8 a.m. and everything. 9 a.m.
My mom can't watch, but
Thanks,
of course
Janice.
my dad is on, and he just probably will shake his head at this. So I call her, and I'm like, I need you to bring my keys to me. And she's like, did you lock your key in the car? I was like, no, I don't even have my key. I don't even have it.
That is the magical thing about push buttons.
She goes, what do you mean you don't have your key? I'm like, the car won't start because the key's in the tote.
Such a beautiful thing.
So, so if you have a push start, make sure that you still have your key.
Yeah.
But my seats were warm when I got in my car.
At least there's that.
Yeah.
I decided not to wear a coat because I'm convinced it's spring, regardless of the fact of whatever the weather is actually doing
We're
outside.
getting snow tomorrow.
Well, crap.
Get your coats back out,
Because
guys.
I didn't wear a coat, so I was locked outside of my house in my car with no coat because, well, I'm just running in and out of places. That
Don't
sucked.
Do you have that emergency blanket in the back of your car?
No.
Do you hear all that?
No. My mom would be embarrassed. I should have emergency blankets. I should always have a coat.
And an extra coat emergency blanket. Aren't you supposed to have jumper cables? I think I might own. Honestly, let's be real. I've lost half of the things in my house, so I don't even know what I own and don't own any longer. So I don't know if I have jumper cables. I need to take an inventory.
I don't know what they look like.
Oh,
I'm
that's
just saying.
I do know how to hook them up, just because I grew up with two brothers.
Oh. I had 3 brothers.
I think
They apparently didn't bother to teach me.
I think it's red first, then black. I'm not really sure actually.
If anybody knows, let us know in
Let
the
us know.
comments.
Drop it in
because
the comments. Is it red first or black
we're not
first?
sure how to jump a car.
However, I
Anyways,
believe that my jumper
our
cables were orange.
promise. Our promise has nothing to do with keys. Our sound guy says that red
Red is the first thing you
Second.
attach.
is second.
So
Or red
just
is
so you
first.
guys know, if my car dies, I will jump on the page and ask for assistance. So,
Or you could jump on the Kome app and ask for help.
oh, can
okay.
you?
No, I just made that up. I mean,
I
you
was gonna
could.
I don't know if they have
I need someone
free.
to babysit my car by bringing me my keys.
So speaking of Kome, I think I was the first one who did this. I actually created a child called My House. Do you remember
She
this?
did.
I did. And what I did, I'm embarrassed to say this. I created a child called My House, and I posted a sit and offered to pay people in points to come clean my house and paint my swing set.
Hey, we all have things we love and don't love to do. So
Nobody took me up on this offer, though.
It's true. Nobody did. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Our promise. We keep trying to say our promise.
Yeah. So our promise.
We're going to be authentic. And that might mean, so we're doing this every Thursday night at 8, you know. And so that, to me, when I first thought about this idea.
It's intense. It's a commitment.
Yeah. Well, if you're doing another podcast that's not recorded live on Facebook, because this will be in your podcast app in a couple weeks. Once we've got a couple, we'll be starting to put them on there.
Yes. And we're still working on running it live on Instagram and other
Yeah, we'll do that
means.
too.
Amy is the social media person, not me.
Whoop, whoop. I will do that.
I'm to sit here and drink wine and look cute.
Except you're not drinking enough wine. So
I'm not drinking enough
you
wine.
should
Do you
do
want me
that.
to drink out of the box?
I dare you. I dare you.
Not our first show.
Maybe next week.
Maybe next
And I'll
week.
tell you about next
Tune
week in a second.
So, yeah.
But because so I was thinking about this when Danielle asked me to be a part, and I thought, this is a live recording every Thursday at 8. So you're telling me that every Thursday at 8 p.m. I've got to be in a great mood.
No.
Not necessarily. I mean, this does make me excited, so that might actually happen because I might just accidentally always be in a good mood on Thursdays at 8 because I'm excited. But the reality is that we want to be real and authentic with you. So there's going to be times where we come and we're laughing and we're having a great time. There's times we're going to be super serious because we are going to talk about topics that aren't something you should laugh about.
In our first couple, like today is more of just getting to know us and us talking. Next week, have you posted the next show?
I haven't posted the next show. I'm going to be posting it realistically tomorrow morning, probably not tonight because I'm
told me
having
that
wine and
yesterday.
going to bed. I did tell her that yesterday. But I had a busy day with all the hands pots that I'm in, right?
So then first couple shows are going to be fun, but we do have some serious conversations that we're going to be covering. And, just kind of, there's going to be different types of shows that are we're not going to be able to laugh too much at.
Yeah.
But
And there might be weeks where we come and we're down in the dumps because our personal lives are going through whatever.
personal life, really.
Personal, professional.
Yeah. I love everything.
Yeah. So we want to be real with you guys. That's our promise to you, and we hope that you also will be real with us, that you'll let us know what you're thinking, you'll let us know what you want to hear, interact with us, because we really want to get to know you. I'm just reading the comments here.
Yeah, they're fun.
Someone-
what is
Kathy double dog
Kathy,
dared
what
us
are you
to do
double
something.
dog daring us to? Oh, drink out of the box of wine.
Oh,
Kathy,
yeah. 'cause
Not
I
the first
dared
show.
You.
Not the first show.
What about a triple dog dare? Yeah. I think you should definitely drink. I'll drink out of a box of wine.
Really?
Maybe it.
Really? I don't know if I should.
Yeah.
Oh, look, and my
If
youth
someone-
pastor is now watching, and I've got to do this.
No. No, we're not going to do it unless someone triple dog dares her.
Not doing it yet.
Yeah. So in the comments, if you're watching, give a triple dog
Whoa!
dare,
What?
and Danielle will drink
How
out of
is
the box
this
of
happening
wine.
out of our first show? It's not even good wine, guys. Come on. Happy first day of spring. It is the first day of spring. No, yesterday was the first day of spring. So my daughter comes down the stairs in like a spring dress. No sleeves, sandals.
Yes, we got a triple dog dare. We got 2 triple dog dares. 3.
Melinda, come on, guys.
4. You guys. Okay.
I don't know about this. Like,
It's white wine. I mean, what's it gonna do? I don't want to drink my red wine out of the box because, well, I am wearing.
wow,
kind of
this
red.
is wipeable material. Okay,
Okay.
guys, let's do this. Are you gonna help me here?
No, I don't know. Should I? I'll help you.
Ah, wait a minute.
Ready?
Scary.
We
All right, guys. So,
She
oh
did
man,
it.
it went in my hair.
Oh my gosh, that was really
Maybe I
fun.
shouldn't be driving tonight. So,
You live here.
I say this. I do live here, so I can drink this whole box. Why do we stop now? No.
I
So-
do want to give a teaser for next week, though, even though I haven't posted
Speaking
the
of the
event
box-
yet. Speaking of wine, so next week,
Oh wait, we forgot to give this idea too. Are we still doing the? If I don't like, am I trying a
if
different
you
box?
don't like the wine, you'll give it away to somebody that could pick it up tomorrow.
So again, you know what? This isn't bad. So I again don't like a lot of wine. So I'm going to be trying different boxes of wine because Amy's insisting that I should learn and drink more wine than just one bottle.
Then more than just Moscato grape juice.
It's not Moscato grape juice.
Saying.
I told you I don't like change. I've lived on the same street for 32 years and moved 4 times.
So, anyways, what are you doing with that box
So,
of wine?
just to
Do you
tell
like
you-
it or do you not like it?
You
You don't love it,
I don't love it, but it's drinkable.
so you're gonna give it away.
Am I going to give it away?
You're going to give it away.
So I'm going to give my whole box. I did not put my mouth on this.
no, she didn't put her mouth on it. I saw it.
So yeah, so I'm going to have to give my box of wine.
So in order to win, you have to be someone that lives in the Akron area.
Yeah.
Can pick it up.
And let me feed
tomorrow.
you when you come. Because, you know, I like to feed people.
I don't know who Glenn is, but he just says he's gonna tell your mother.
So Glenn is my dad.
Oh.
And so we had a 330 show. I forget what it was. Can I share
Okay.
this? Is this wrong? So we had a 330 show that, let's just say I did not drink on. Thanks, Dad, for telling on me. But several other women did drink, to the point of, thank goodness I was not drinking. So my mother gives me a phone call. I hang up I get off the show. Within 2 minutes, my mom calls and she goes, "Is 330 to go just a drinking show?"
Oh man.
And I went, "Dad!" So
wow.
Mr.
Boom.
Glenn had called my mom and told on me and basically said I was a sloth.
Melinda says, "See you tomorrow." Does that mean that she wins?
He did. So he likes to tell my
Okay.
mom doesn't even know how to turn on the computer.
So how are we giving this away? It has to be someone that can pick it up tomorrow.
Who's gonna pick up who likes Riesling?
What do they have to do to enter?
Ugh.
Anyone that's commented?
You gotta comment.
Comment with hashtag I want Danielle's wine.
I want Danielle's
That's
box.
what it is.
That's what it is.
Comment, say hashtag I want Danielle's
Yeah. And share our page.
wine.
Share our page.
And share our page.
Yeah,
share
share
the
this episode.
And
So.
we will look and we will find a winner. Anyone that has hashtagged I want
And don't
Danielle's
worry, I'm
wine.
done drinking it because it's not really that good.
Hashtag I want Danielle's wine. And we will pick a winner and you can pick it up at
Look at
Danielle's.
I want
Yeah,
Danielle's.
Melinda really wants it. She said see you tomorrow. She's expecting to win. Oh, there's another one.
I love it.
Fantastic.
Love it.
So what I've been trying to say
I have an
next
interrupting
week.
issue.
No, it's fine. It's fine. This is fun.
I'm excited about next week. I heard it involves Skittles.
It involves Skittles.
Skittles.
It involves lemons.
Don't get dirty minds here, guys. Keep them clean.
It involves.
I don't know why Skittles and lemons maybe
There's
have a dirty
some
mind.
kind of cheese. There's some
There
kind
is
of cheese.
Skittles, wine, and cheese. What can you do with that?
We're doing a live wine tasting. And what's really cool about this is we are having a guest come on that is a wine expert that's going to teach us what we actually should know about wine. Because let's be real. While Danielle only likes Moscato grape juice, I will drink anything of red color that's not sweet.
I just know what I want, what I
And
like.
it's fine if it comes out of a box. I can't tell the difference between a box and like a $200 bottle of some fancy. And so I think we
I'm
should
not
know
that
the difference.
fancy.
We should know the difference,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We should know how to taste wine and different components of wine. So we thought just to start it off super light, super cool and casual, we're going to have a live wine tasting. It'll be Danielle and I and our host, Amanda, that's going to come teach us all about wine. If you really want to participate at home, make sure you have Skittles.
Yes, Skittles.
Have Skittles and a lemon.
The Skittles stock market. just
Skittles
went
and a
up.
lemon. Yes.
We do have a few seats available in
Yes,
our live audience.
that's what I was
also,
gonna say.
so I've asked a few of you. I don't know.
Have you tried? Melinda wants to know if I've tried mead, honey wine. I have not.
It
I
says
think
honey,
I
though.
did at a wine tasting once, but it's been so long I couldn't tell you anything
So
about
when you
it.
pick up my box of wine, Melinda, no, I'm joking.
She's probably going to win.
We gotta look at who's gonna win.
Melinda, you're invited to come to our live
Yes.
wine
So
tasting
Our
next
wine
week.
testing will be next week. We'll have I think we said we could comfortably fit 5
women
Yeah.
to come and be part of our wine tasting. So
I
if you
will
want to be
feed
part
you.
of that, comment, let us know. And if we have more than 5, we'll have to do some kind of drawing to see who can come.
Sounds good.
But it's going to be a great
I'm
time.
excited. So that's just a sneak peek of our next one. But know that we have quite a bit coming up. Do we want to give a couple sneak peeks of our other one or no? Because there's one that I'm like really
Yeah.
excited about.
Yeah.
So we are in different, positions in our lives, and I, entering this new season, I'm not doing this, but I am really excited. We will be discussing the pros and cons of online dating.
That is going to be a very fun episode.
So I've just had so much fun researching this and the videos that I have found, including my 11-year-old daughter who will be sharing her thoughts on online dating profiles.
Yeah, watch for that social post that's coming out before the episode. It's going to be really good. And so if you want to see those social posts, you follow us on Facebook.
Like the page.
Follow us on Instagram and see all those things. We're also going to talk about some practical stuff like summer tips for kids. What do you do
With those kids.
with your kids in the summer? Not especially, because I don't want to undermine any kind of mom. So I take that especially back. But when you're a working mom, like you're used to your kids being in school and now they're out for the summer, like what do you do? When you're
How do you
a
handle that?
stay-at-home
How do you
mom and
juggle
you
that?
want to really find those activities to get them out, what do you do?
Yeah, definitely. We mentioned Disney princesses. We've got some insight on Disney
I'm
princesses.
super excited about that. We'll talk about The Bachelor one week, and then we might talk about The Bachelor a little bit each week throughout the season because I'm gonna have.
And all I
thoughts.
have to say is The Bachelorette. I'm still not very excited about it. So, depending on how good the box of wine is how much my opinion will come out on that Bachelorette.
I just want to point, Melinda, you're our fan favorite tonight. You've been sending so many comments. I love it. And that you even offered that you'll sit on the floor
Melinda.
next week if we need to have 6 women instead of 5. Melinda, you're in.
Melinda
totally
is
in.
amazing. So she's been a friend of mine for years, and yes, I actually photographed her
Photographied.
wedding as well.
Remember
as,
those 3 bachelors and MBA she's got?
Yeah.
She photographied.
I photographed. So those 3 bachelors, none of them are in English or language arts or any of those. And I truly believe how I got through them was probably Microsoft Word spell check. But I photographed.
You photographed.
I photographed. I love using that word. Photographed her wedding as well as Hank DJ'd her wedding. So that is kind of when our relationship started. But she's wonderful. And she's going to be, I think, on our 4th episode. I'm not going to tell you what she's doing, but excited for what she's bringing. 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Well, as much fun as this is, you guys, I feel like we should let you go. I hope you've enjoyed this bedtime story, especially for those women who are watching that just put their kids to bed at 8 and tuned in to watch.
congratulations, they're alive.
Right. And if you're watching back, maybe you need to take a nap. I don't know. Sorry. I've gone off the rails.
Off the rails there.
Anyways.
So thanks for tuning in tonight. And please like our page, kind of keep posted, follow us along because we have a lot of exciting things coming up in the next few weeks.
And share. Tell your friends. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook because we're a lot of fun both places. And
we'll be
we're
at
excited.
Facebook Live for a few weeks, and then they'll start being dropped as pods.
Aw, Jennifer Randolph loves us both.
Oh, we do
Thanks.
love Jennifer. Thanks for tuning in.
Wait, Kathy Foster. Sorry. Last thought.
Lily
Hey there,
Lush.
Lily Lush. Is there going to be any wine left, or is it a new box?
No, this is. Nope, there's a whole box here.
I mean,
This
there is
wasn't very
a
good.
lot of box there.
So I think we
Should
should
be
have a
fine.
challenge. If you are out and you see a Moscato in a box, let me know. Or
Yes.
if you see a wine that
tell
I
us?
need to taste, the sweeter the better. Not trying.
The faker, the better. Okay.
Grapefruit juice. Oh, stop it.
On that note,
All right, thank you
Thank
so
you,
much
guys.
for tuning in tonight, and looking forward to seeing you next week.
bye-bye.
You drink all your wine.